Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with the FX Market Insight for Tuesday, the 12th of May. All right, now as we come out of the North American session now, very little direction out of the equity markets, pretty neutral. What we are seeing just at the moment, I was just having a look at the currencies. They're not sort of doing a lot, but we've just seen the dollar, US dollar sort of rally about 20 points against most pairs, right? So I'm just trying to look around and see see what news has come out. I haven't actually found it as yet, but keep an eye on this because this could be, a bit of a start of a dollar move. You can see the a dollar block, the euro, sterling, Aussie, Kiwi, all sort of just drifting lower, and dollar yen's the odd one out here, and the dollar sort of rallying against the CAD and Swiss. All right, so that's where we are. So just have a quick look at the charts. I mean, there was going to be very little to tell you coming out of the sort of Monday's trading, but what we are seeing, as I said, you can see here the Aussies just sort of drifted lower or spiked lower. Kiwi, Euro's even having a little bit of a tumble, as is sterling. Dollar yen really not sort of much happening there, and you can see dollar CAD going as well. So I cannot, as I said, tell you exactly what's going on. There's obviously issues geopolitically just to cloud things a bit further than they already are. There's obviously a bit of tension between the US and China, in particular the US. Donald seems to be a bit cranky that the whispers are that China want to renegotiate their trade deal. There's also a bit of a situation where a rollback of the lockdown rules in Germany have actually led to a spike in coronavirus cases. So that could be the start of like wave 2, they're calling it. So we've got to keep a close eye on the rest of the globe, as it looks like everyone's sort of rolling this stuff back out. So we'll see how that sort of plays on from here. One interesting thing, Fed policymakers have definitely said, like, we're not interested in negative rates. That's probably answering the question that was being bandied around last week around around the news services, saying that the Fed was, or the US was going to get a negative rate. So that's been put on the not going to happen list. So right now at the moment, there's not a hell of a lot going on. If I just bring you back to the sort of like the dollar page itself, just having a look here, the dollar index, right? It's pretty much trading in a bit of a range. We would like to see this thing spike, but it isn't really moving at the moment. Just sort of up and down, up and down. We're sort of looking for a tangible momentum. Like at the moment, I'm just showing you the charts and I can see what's happening. There's a bit of a move in the dollar, but we don't, you can't attribute that to anything. So just trading price action is problematic. I'd like to know why things are moving when I'm actually trading, and at the moment I don't. So I'll be sitting out. But the interesting thing is, or the good thing, starting the week, coming into Tuesday, everything's settled down. We've got support and resistance here on most pairs, right? So all we need is momentum, and we get things shaking and rolling. So if I can work out if there's tangible news why the US dollar is rallying here, there's opportunities here on the downside in a number of these pairs. If I can just clear my pen, we got support here in the Aussie, 107.70 on euro, 60.40 on Kiwi, and even just under 123 the figure in sterling. So maybe it's a chance. I'm going to sit back and wait and see what happens, unless I can find that information. As far as data goes, we do have, okay, if I just bring you back over to the main page, we do have US and Chinese CPI data out today. Now that's going to be quite interesting to see how that data lines up. I don't know. I don't think it'll impact, but it'll be interesting to see what sort of inflation numbers are going around. That could be something interesting for us to look at. Maybe it impacts, maybe it doesn't. We'll have to wait and see. All right, guys, have a good trade day. Not too much on just at the moment, and just having a quick flick over to that risk on, risk off situation. There's, as you can sort of see here, there's not a hell of a lot of correlation between the equity markets and the currencies. If anything, dollar CAD's a bit of a standout. That's only at 84% with the Dow. So looking for something a little bit more. Risk off pairs heading to the downside as I speak. Maybe a short little spike of risk on, risk off. Asian equities, well, they're not exactly flying around, but they have opened up slightly down. All right, guys, that's it from me. Still, to me, overall, bit of a wait and see. And I think we're going to have, what we're finding coming into Wednesday's trading, we're usually finding a lot of these pairs lining up, and that's when you need to be looking to strike. All right, guys, have a good one. Cheerio.